Hey guys, how's it going? So today I'm gonna teach you how to use the Wing Zonai device. You will see a lot of these in the game, and you can actually use them without anything attached. You will find places like this, but that are simply straight. I do have gameplay of that on my channel. It's simply a straight one instead of this one that is upwardly curved. It's simply a straight one of these, and all you do is you just pick it up with your ultra hand ability and you point it in the right direction, and then you just drop it and it will slide automatically. You can see it's already sliding. This ramp obviously is upwardly curved, but there are other ramps that are not upwardly curved, and then you just jump on it and you just can steer, like you just stand still. You don't need to worry about falling off. The only time you will fall off is if you stand too far on the front. That will dip the nose forward too much, or if you stand too much on the edges. I will add some gameplay at the end of the video showing you how to steer a wing without anything attached. But for now, I'm going to show you how to steer a wing and how to build a wing with things attached. Now, this is a cannon. You don't need this. You can put cannons on, like I like to put cannons on the land constructs. So obviously this is an air construct. The cannons actually take a lot of energy to shoot, so you're gonna run out of energy very quickly if you have a cannon on your construct. Really, the cannons are simply for land combat mostly, you know, so you can just put the cannon on anywhere, and then if you hit it, it will fire just like that. That's how a cannon works. Now, obviously in the air, it's gonna be difficult to aim the cannon. And another thing is that the wing, these wings, they're officially called a Zonai wing. These wings only last 1 minute. They last exactly 1 minute, in fact, from the time that you launch the wing. They simply disappear once you have reached that 1 minute of usage. Now, there are ways around that. A little bit of an exploit, even though it's not even an exploit, it's just creative usage of the wing, is where you can land the wing before it expires. You guys will see that it expires, but before it expires, you can land the wing, then you can replace the wing. The wing has an internal timer of 60 seconds. So you can land the wing, disconnect all of the stuff that you have, basically transplant all of your stuff onto your other wing, and then launch the second wing. You also get these portable Zonai devices. So if I unlock one of these, if I use one of these, you take out the device, then you spawn a Zonai device on the ground, as I did here. I took this one out. So you get like flame emitter, you get the wing, you get pots for cooking, you get fans, you get control devices. There's a couple of control devices over here that I'll have already prepared for the purposes of this video. Also, you get rockets, and we are going to use those rockets. So you can exploit the 60-second system. You can't reset it. I have not yet found a way to reset it, but you can exploit it and use all of your other constructs multiple times by landing the wing before the 60 seconds is up. Now, let's quickly build a relatively simple wing that we can fly around with. Now, the game does use physics. The game obviously has a physics engine, so you should not place all of your devices on one place. You know, you can see there that it has now balanced out. It was unbalanced, and I balanced it by placing it on the opposite side. You can also see that the wing has these little stripes over here. So there's 1 stripe, 2 stripes, 3 stripes, and that can help you to nicely balance out your constructs or your wings, because balance is extremely important on a wing specifically, because if you do not have the control unit, as I will show you later, then you are gonna be too heavy on one side. If you simply shift the thing a little bit, if you like place this one just a little bit to the wrong side, like that, you can see it's now leaning to the left side, its right side. It's leaning to its right side. So if you are gonna try to steer this thing, you're constantly gonna be going to the right. So you do not want that. So balance is very important in the game, and there you can now see that it is balanced. So we have 2 fans. You can do 1 fan as well. You can absolutely put 1 fan simply in the middle if you want to. If you only have 1 fan, you don't need 2 fans. You can simply put 1 fan in the middle, like so. That is absolutely fine. You can also put it right on the rear of the wing, so you can put it like that if you want to. You can totally do that, but I prefer to put it on the top, simply because that is easiest, to be honest. Now, the more devices you use, the faster your energy will drain. That is something that you need to remember. At the beginning of the game, you only have 3 bars of energy. You will get more later, but it is quite difficult to get more. You have to go into the mines. There's a mine area, and you have to get a lot of these things, crystallized charges. 1 crystallized charge can be bought for, let me see if I have them here, zoanite. You need 3 zoanite ore, which you mine, to get 1 crystallized charge, and you need 100 crystallized charges to increase the size of your energy cell. So you're gonna need 300 zoanite ore in total to get enough for 1 upgrade of your energy cell. So you can trust me when I say it is a lot of farming and grinding that you have to do to get more energy. So it is better to lean on the side of not putting on too many things onto your wing or any of your constructs that consume energy, because each of them consumes energy. I might be able to show you if I, for instance, have 1 of these fans on. Like, I think I can activate them just like this. Yeah, so that drains your energy. You can see even with 1 fan, all of your energy is gone in, let's say, 15 to 20 seconds. Now, when you connect multiple fans, oh, I just connected it to the cannon. We don't want that to happen. In fact, we want to move the cannon out of the way because the cannon is spicy. The cannon can actually shoot against the ground and kill you. Don't ask me how I know that. So you can then activate all of them, and as you can see, your energy gets drained much quicker, literally 3 times as fast. So you need to be relatively conservative with the amount of stuff that you connect to your wing. Now, you can totally do one engine at the back. That's totally fine, but the thing is that you need to remember about the 60-second timer that I spoke about. So it's no use putting on too few propulsion devices. You can put on rockets, you can put on fans. It's no use putting on too few and then you don't cover a large amount of distance, because you want to cover distance on these things. You want to cover as much distance in 60 seconds as your energy would basically allow. So you need to basically find a balance. So this is a control unit. You don't unlock it until rather later into the game, unless you are very brave to go into the higher level areas at the beginning. I mean, you can get it basically from the beginning when you unlock the open world. You don't unlock the open world until about 6 or 7 hours into the game. Only then can you unlock these types of things. So once you have done that, once you have unlocked the open world, then technically you will be able to find these, but you will have to go into high level areas. Now, like I said, that is the control unit. You don't need to put it in the middle of the wing, but once again, you need to think about balance. Balance is quite important. These are energy cells. You can attach them anywhere you want. They don't need to be like the bottom or the top of them don't need to be attached to the construct. They will still give you power. So you can just basically place them anywhere, but like I said, balance is important. So when placing them, still keep the balance in mind. Don't place all of your cells on the one side of your wing. You can, like on a land construct, like I've made cars and stuff like that out of wood, and then you put wheels on them and you put a control thing on it. I've made those, and with those obviously balance isn't important. You can put all of the stuff on one side, it's not important. Just with the wings, it's really important. So I have one cell here, and then 2 cells in front. That balances it basically perfectly. It's actually leaning slightly to one side, but it's not the end of the world. And then you can place rockets. Now, rockets are something that expire. They expire rather quickly. Basically, as soon as you start them, they will burn, they will ignite, and they will burn for a short time, and then they will expire. So they have a limited burn, and they are not reusable. So you can pretty much think of the rockets as a once-off usage propulsion device. Like they will give you a lot of burn, a lot of propulsion, basically a burst of propulsion at the beginning, and then they will literally just disappear into the shadow realm. So you basically can't reuse them. The fans you can reuse. You can actually, you will see, you can let your energy recharge, or you can even use some of these Zonai charges, and you also get large Zonai charges which recharge your energy. So while you are flying, you can open your menu and you can use these to fly further. But like I said, you only have 60 seconds to fly, basically, because this thing expires after 60 seconds. So now we are basically done. This is basically overkill. Like, you're never really going to want to build something like this because it will drain your energy very quickly. But for the purposes of this video, I want to show you guys the fans, I want to show you the rockets, and I want to show you the energy cells that you can attach to your vehicle as well. I've already shown you the cannon, so that you know what the cannon does. But like I said, really I only use the cannon on ground constructs, basically. So we are ready now. It doesn't matter if you have a straight ramp or an up curved ramp like this. In fact, you don't even need a ramp. If you are speedy enough, you can literally take this thing and you can just put it right on the edge. I've done this before. So you just put it right on the edge, and then you just jump on it and you tilt it forward. So you just stand on the edge, tilt it forward, and it will fall off of the edge with your weight. And then after that, you just need to quickly go back to the middle, because obviously if something is curved forward or curved backward too much, then your character will slide, and you do not want your character to slide. I will show you that at the end of the video when we fly the wing with nothing attached to it. So we are basically ready. You are, unfortunately the camera is really stupid, you can't zoom out at all. So when you fly, you obviously fly with the analog stick, and basically where you look, that is where we are gonna fly. So I'm not going to be able to show you unless I look straight like this. I'm not really going to be able to show you the rockets burning, but I mean, it's fine. By the way, I actually just realized I placed the rockets incorrectly. That would have been a little bit of a mistake. So let's just quickly rotate it. You always need to remember how each of the different implements work. I mean, like, we can put these under the wings. It really does not matter too much. You can put them on top of here, you can put them here, you can put them anywhere really, as long as they are facing the correct direction. Just replace that one, and that should be fine. It looks more or less fine. It's not an exact, like, you don't need to be super exact, to be honest. But yeah, that should be fine. So we are ready for liftoff. As soon as you take control of this control unit, all of the implements that you have attached to your device, whether it's a wing or a car or anything like that, all of the implements will immediately start. So all of the fans will start, the 2 rockets will ignite, all of that kind of stuff. Normally, like I showed you, you need to hit the fan. So if I go over here, I can hit this fan and it will start. So that's normally how you will start and implement without this control unit. But with the control unit, you don't need to hit it. You can simply get on to the control unit. So let's start, and you guys will see that basically you just press the directional buttons and your wing will go left or right or forwards or backwards, anything like that. It is very much different. The control scheme is very much different from the control scheme compared to not having this control unit. So but you guys will see that at the end of the video. So let's lift off. I guess I don't really know where we want to go. I mean, we can really go anywhere, but like I said, keep an eye on the time, because this wing will expire in 60 seconds from the time of us leaving the edge of the ramp. So here we go, 60 seconds starting now. So there you can see the rockets literally just provide a short burst of power, and then they dissipate. They get sent to the shadow realm. Now, as we are flying around, these energy cells, you can see them getting drained. That one in front is getting drained right now, and there it goes. Then the other one will get drained. You can see the left one is getting drained right now, and we can go down to go quicker to the ground, or we can go up. You can rotate, anything like that. This control unit really makes flying an absolute doddle. And you can see that the last one is almost drained. Then it will take over to our energy. There you can see our energy getting drained. And the wing has started blinking. Once it starts blinking, you have around 10 seconds left, and it is going to expire. And it has expired. And for some reason I took damage from the fans hitting me in the back of the head. That is something that can happen, unfortunately, since momentum is a thing in this game. So as you saw there, 60 seconds exactly from the time of launching from the ramp. I have not yet found a single way to make the Zonai wing last more than 60 seconds. Like I said, you can land it. So if we went straight to the ground, we might have been able to make it, but then you have to land before the wing starts blinking and expires. Then you need to remove all of your stuff off of the wing, and then you need to get a new wing from your inventory, and then you can put all of your stuff onto your new wing, and then you can launch again. But it's really a big schlep. It's a big amount of effort required simply for you to be able to use another wing for another 60 seconds. Honestly, the developers did that so that you're not flying around the whole time. I guess they wanted to not make travel so trivial to the point where you can just fly all over the place. It's a little bit disappointing, but that's life. That's the decision that they made, and they did not want players to simply trivially travel all over the place with their reusable wings, so they made wings only last 60 seconds. It's unfortunate, but what can you do? So now I will show you how to use a wing without any Zonai devices attached. So here we have a couple of Zonai's Zonai wings ready to launch. Now, really all that you need to do is point it in the right direction, because you do not want to go down the ramp this way. You obviously want to go down the ramp this way. You just place it into the slot. You should actually bring it as close as possible to you. Like, you can obviously make it go far away, but by the time you drop the wing, you won't be able to get on it. So you need to bring it right up close to you, and then you just place it down. You don't need to place it perfectly. You can even place it like this, and then you just run and jump on it. So you just run and jump, and then you just stand in the middle, and there we go. I'm not pressing anything. There we go. I'm still not pressing anything. We're just floating. Now, you can control it by going to the left a little bit or going to the right a little bit. And you can go down more by going to the front. But like I said, you will start sliding if you go to the left or the right or anything like that too much. You should really have a lot of finesse with flying a wing without a control device. It's really a lot more difficult to control the wing and to make it go where you want to without a control device. Like I said, you just need to lightly use light fingers when controlling your character on here. And as you can see, 50 seconds, and then in another 10 seconds the device will despawn. So it doesn't matter if you have devices attached to your wing or not, it will expire after 60 seconds. There we go. That was 60 seconds, and there's nothing you can do about it. So you can travel a fair amount of distance, using a wing without any Zonai devices attached, like fans or rockets or anything like that. But unfortunately, you will get kicked off of the device after 60 seconds. And yeah, like I said, there's nothing that I've found so far that you can do about that at all. But it does help you to reach places like this still, even with that short 60-second amount. You can still definitely reach some nice places. So we went all the way from there, like up there somewhere is the ramp. It's one of those, but it's basically that landmass right up there. We went all the way from there to here, with an unpowered Zonai wing, so you can travel a good amount with an unpowered Zonai wing. But obviously, if you attach a bunch of fans to it and a bunch of energy cells like we did at the beginning, then you're going to be able to travel much further. But yeah, that's all that you need to know about Zonai wings. I will do a video for land constructs as well, but honestly, I prefer the Zonai wings because you can just travel so much further not much further, but you can reach so much better places, like all of these little floating islands. Like, honestly, the game has like an open world on the ground, but the sky open world is like so good, and the loot is so good. There's literally an entire special sky thing. Like, you can switch to the surface or you can switch to the sky, and the sky has so much stuff that you can do and explore. I mean, look at it. There's just islands all over the bloody place. I haven't yet explored even 10% of them. There's big puzzle areas like that you can climb from the bottom to the top, all that kind of stuff. So I prefer the wings. But yeah, like I said, I will do a video on the land constructs as well and explain all of them. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. If this video helped you, you can support the channel by becoming a member or donating on Patreon or any of those kinds of stuff. The links are in the description below. So yeah guys, that's it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.